Peace, what it is. I hope this don't look weird because of the light. Um, so the man just got killed the other day. I'm not gonna put his name in my video because it's not really about him. I didn't really follow him too much. I think I've seen a few of clips. I've seen more clips of him in the past day since it happened than I had before. But I had seen. I was familiar with him. I seen a couple of when he sat down with some of the college students and they go back and forth, all this and all that. I It's crazy because somebody posted something like this is some of his talking points, and it was a few talking bad about black folks, a couple talking about hold on. I didn't personally hear the one where he was talking about Israel and Palestine, but I seen when somebody quoted what he said about that. So I ain't 100% sure that he said that, but I don't doubt it. But he was basically supporting Israel, and people were saying that he was like basically belittling Palestine. No, matter of fact, I did see the clip, and he was like, he don't recognize Palestine exists. I remember that, and he said it's some biblical something. I don't know. I don't really value people like him, his opinions too much. So he didn't really hold no value in my mind like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know those type of people. I'm 40 years old. I've been dealing with them type of people all my life. And it's like, I mean, I ain't gonna say dealing. I mean, I know, yeah, I've been dealing with them type of people. You always run into them type of people. Some of them ain't as, most of them not as intelligent as he was, as articulate as he was, or whatever. Maybe as flamboyant or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. I know that mentality. So it's just whatever to me. I really didn't care. So him getting killed, like I don't think that's good. I don't think that's right in general. It's the principle of the thing. Like I know, I understand there's a lot of black folks like saying these niggas out here tripping, mourning over a racist cat who didn't like them. I can understand that mentality. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I understand that. I support that. I mean, like I agree with that. That's ridiculous. These people would spit on you, and then you crying because something happened to them. All right, but I will say he didn't seem like an outright racist. He just one of those types who they naturally think they better than us. There's a lot of them that naturally they just think they genetically better than us. So when they'll say, this is this, crime is up in black neighborhoods and da da da, and they say it like off the cuff. They take nothing into account of how our neighborhoods got how they are and all the stuff that this country done to us. And even me saying it right now is people that's rolling. It's people that if they did watch this video this long, will roll their eyes. You feel me? Them type of people. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, all that old bullshit. It's some black people that rocked with the dude, and I mean, and it's not necessarily on some slave master mentality shit. It's just I think they kind of agree with some of his opinions. I can agree with some of his opinions. Some of the stuff he was saying about what the government is doing, pushing pedo shit to children and shit, and you know what I'm saying, foreign aid here and there, stuff he was saying, stuff like that. I think I heard him say he said a few things. You know what I mean? I could rock with, like pretty much most of the shit he was saying about Democrats. You know what I'm saying? I can understand I can get what he's saying. But at the same time, I don't mean shit. Like I still peep it for what it is. And so my point of making this video is like, I don't think a person should die for their opinion. Prejudice, racist, whatever. Like you shouldn't die because you don't like people. I think you should just get your karma. You know what I'm saying? I don't think death is equivalent to saying harmful words. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, they words, and you have, as a grown individual, you need to be able to get over that. Like you shouldn't let somebody's words shouldn't be making you kill them. Like and I get it. And that's the thing. Excuse me. And I think that's the thing between the difference between like black folks and white people and white folks in this scenario. You know what I'm saying? Because like we know, like in the hood, we didn't seen people crash out. You know what I'm saying? We know that I don't give a fuck energy. We know that energy. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like black people get pushed to that maybe easier than others. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, because of the shit that go on in society and the pressures we already got going on. Then when the shit get compounded, we make a bad decision or what have you, the shit can go left real quick. And I know that I don't give a fuck energy. So my thing is like, no one should die for their speech. Now, but at the same, full stop. At the same time, you can't, you fuck around, you find out. You say certain shit to people, you're going to push some people to the point where they don't give a fuck, and they gonna want to do something to you, because that's just with the world. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what people going through. That's the lesson my father always gave me. Like, you never know what somebody going through. You know what I'm saying? So, move with caution with people, because you just don't know what type of time people are on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this society has birthed a lot of shock jocks. The stuff that dude got popular on, it wasn't nothing new. All those talking points and stuff that a whole bunch of people before him have already said. You know what I'm saying? It's just in this day and age, when you got the gall to say, certain things that's gonna hurt people's feelings, certain other people get behind you, people who want to say these things, but they afraid something's gonna happen to them, so they live vicariously through you. And that's what we got, a society of people just saying basically the same bullshit that's been said. This applies to a lot of realms. You know what I'm saying? I would say one of the only new thing in society maybe is Bitcoin or some shit, right? You understand what I mean? Like, a lot of ain't nothing new under the sun. All this shit is like recycled. But my point is, like, you doing that type of shit, you got to be prepared for the consequences. Like, that dude said a lot of hateful stuff. So I mean, you're gonna have people that hate you. I mean, you got people that hate you, and then we support Second Amendment. People gonna want to do. It's people that's like that. It's just that's why, like, they gonna try to use this as to go against the guns, obviously trying to take away the guns, and to go against free speech. The radical speech. In our country, like, that's all right. We have a right to radical speech, but at the same time, you gotta understand, like, some people don't care about the consequences. If you emotionally harm them, some people will do something to you physically because they can't do nothing to you emotionally. And that's just the reality of the world. That's why you don't do that type of stuff. That's why in society back in the day so much, we didn't really talk politics so much. Now we got social media, so we share our political ideologies online, and which opens up debates. And we really shouldn't even be having those like that, because you ain't gonna convince nobody. For the most part, y'all know how the shit going on. It always goes into some kind of personal attack, some kind of hatred towards the other person, as opposed to just accepting their different ideology, their different views. What we should do is keep that type of shit personal and private to us. You know what I mean? Like, and if you engage in that type of talk with somebody, tell them what it is. Like, we're gonna have an intelligent conversation, man. If we can't have an intelligent conversation, cut it off. You get to the point where you gotta start calling people and cut all that off. If your videos is based on you pissing a whole bunch of people off, just saying some shock jock shit, understand, like, you gonna shock the wrong person, and they gonna shock your ass back. I hate that a father lost a child. Forgive me. I hate that a child lost their father, or children lost their father. You know what I'm saying? I hate that for any person. And as a father, it's your job to not put yourself unnecessarily in harm's way like that, bro. I mean, like, why do y'all expect, man? The average person doesn't do that, because the average person knows sooner or later somebody gonna hit hit you in the mouth if you talking too much shit. Like, that's how life is, bro. So it's like, I feel bad for the dude. I mean, you know, I feel bad for the kids. I hate that a kid lost their parent. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? I know my daughters lost their mama, so I know what that does to a child. One of my daughters ain't never really been the same. You know what I'm saying? She was only 6 years old. I think his kid's something like that too, a little bit younger or whatever. So you know, hopefully they can shake that. Man, shake it out. I'm tripping. You know, hopefully they don't. I mean, they kids are resilient. They'll be able to have a. I mean, I don't know. It's fucked up, but at the same time, like let this be a lesson to human beings. Like, let's stop trying to piss each other off every fucking day just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the powers that be that got the world like this. That's what we need to be focused on. You worried about Democrats, and Democrats, you worried about Republicans. They're not the people in power. You see what I'm saying? The Democrats and Republicans, they keep sitting at the table talking to each other while the people, y'all out here killing each other. It is so fucking stupid, dog. Like, so, you know, let's like lead you like learn something. Like, stop trying to piss people off, and then and then you want sympathy when something bad happened to you. That's not how life works. You know what I'm saying? In the world, like, people gonna say that's what you get. So, you know, rest in peace to the man. I mean, you know, power to his family, man. I hope they can push through. It's sad to see. That shit was sad to see. I hate that a person dies for their opinion. I don't think that's ever worth it. You know, people need to get over it. He hurt your feelings, prove him wrong. You know, peace.